This is Queen Mary of Romania. No, not that one yet. That's the one. Welcome to this house. Today we are exploring the life and legacy of a truly inspirational woman. The palaces of Britain and Russia. These were the halls that one might expect a royal princess to inhabit. But for Marie of Edinburgh, her greatest legacy would not be in palaces of Britain or Russia, but in the heartland of Romania. This is her story. Marie of Edinburgh was born into royalty. She was the granddaughter of Queen Victoria and Tsar Alexander II. So when she was just 18 years old, and her mother, Queen Alexandra, informed her that she was to marry the heir of Romania, you'd think that Marie would have been thrilled at the prospect of becoming queen of an exotic and faraway land. But really, she was less than thrilled. At the time, Romania was a small and obscure country sandwiched between two empires, the Austro-Hungarians and the Ottomans. And being stuck in such a small and obscure country didn't seem like much of a promotion for a British princess. Plus, she had absolutely no clue where the place even was. As she later put it, "I had to take out a map to see where it lay." But upon arriving in the country, something remarkable happened. Despite any initial reservations, Marie fell in love with her new home. And when she met her fiancé, Ferdinand, she soon fell in love with him as well. They married and she took on her new role with passion and grace. Soon, locals were hailing her as the Queen of Hearts. Then 4 children later, she was known as the Empress of Tenement. But it was during World War I that she would earn her other title, that of Mama Raniti, or Mother of the Wounded. When the war broke out, the royal family could have easily fled to Britain or Russia. After all, Romania was about to lose half of its territory to the Central Powers. But Marie refused to leave her people. Instead, she devoted herself to serving as a nurse in field hospitals. She tended to wounded soldiers, both Romanian and Russian, and inspired her ladies-in-waiting to do the same. When King Ferdinand was wounded, she rushed to his side, bringing food and drink to the front lines. She continued to visit the front as the war raged on, bringing hope and comfort wherever she went. Herself a British princess, she had chosen to stay in the obscure country of Romania and serve as a wartime nurse. Leadership doesn't get more inspiring than that. After the war, peace was fragile. Europe was in ruins and world leaders met in Paris to decide the fate of the continent. Romania was still stuck between 2 former empires, the Russians and the Austro-Hungarians, and no one was quite sure what its fate would be. But this didn't discourage Marie. Having proven her bravery and compassion as a wartime leader, she now set out to win the peace. So Marie did something completely unexpected. She took a train to Paris and checked into a hotel. Then she began making appointments with the heads of state, including Britain, France, and America. With extraordinary charm and determination, she convinced them that Romania deserved a chance to thrive. With their support, she returned to Romania and her nation's territory was doubled. Mountains, farmland, and forests that once belonged to the Austro-Hungarians and Ottomans were now part of Romania. Through Marie's efforts, a new nation called Great Romania had emerged. Over the next few decades, Marie focused on humanitarian causes, women's rights, and environmental protection. In her spare time, she wrote poetry, painted watercolors, and designed the uniforms of Romania's Red Army. She died in 1929, but her legacy lives on in Romania to this day. Statues, schools, hospitals, and even mountains are named after her. And every November, her former home is open to the public as a museum. We ended up in Romania because of a hunch. We had this hunch that there was a story here worth telling, and we hope we've shown you that there are many stories like Marie's that are worth telling. Marie of Romania proved that leadership isn't about crowns but about courage. She turned doubt into devotion, crisis into victory, and remains one of history's most underrated queens. Would you like to see more forgotten leaders who changed history? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Stories Off the Map. Thanks for watching. See you next time.